Hey Pisces, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while. Life has been lifing. I appreciate all of you for being so patient with me. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who commented, liked, and shared my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm feeling the need to keep shuffling, but now I don't even know if I'm going to use these cards. That's interesting. Let's do this. These are different. We haven't played with these. And if we did, I don't remember. Alright. Hopefully, I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. It's just been on my heart to do a video for a while. I'm going to get a sheet. I think I'm going to go on Shein and grab me one of those cover sheets until I'm ready to officially show my face. Yeah, I didn't intend for this to be like a really long video. I really just wanted to, you know what? Fucking dude, if you see me, you see me, right? I posted a picture, so you guys are going to see me anyway. No, this was really just supposed to be like, I haven't seen you guys. I missed you guys. I wanted to play a little bit. Because I've been on a sabbatical. There's been no tarot videos, no like me doing them, me watching them, me engaging in them, nothing. It's perfect. My life has been a little dull. I feel like I pulled these for you guys before. Or did I pull these for somebody else? I did record a video for you last week. Sorry, I'm listening. Okay, sorry. I did a video for you guys last week, but I did them with my AirPods on, and I normally, I have some Raycons that I prefer to have on, because I'm old school. I like cover my whole ear. I don't want to hear nothing, right? The video was really scratchy with my AirPods, so I didn't post it. I didn't like it. I got a little in my head and I self-sabotage and I chose not to post it. This is actually my third time doing this video. I was out in my garage. I messed up twice, and then the third time, or the second time, I was like flowing and sweating and hot and I was like, you know what? Let's just do it in the house. So this is actually the third time. So if I pause a lot, it's because the message, I'm using different cards to bring in the message, because I y'all, when I tell you life is lifing, I had a pause, literally, like I'm flipping and I'm like, yeah. So I'm talking, it's flowing, everything's good. And then out of nowhere, I just, boop, everything was gone. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I was more focused on other things, so I wasn't able to really pay attention to my reading. There was too many outside circumstances, which I'm going to take as an omen, Pisces. Maybe, how do I say this? So I know that retrograde and that eclipse, you know what? No, we're not even going to blame it on that. April was a month of months, y'all. You hear it, triggered Sean coming out. April was a lot. It was hard, right? And with me just telling you my story, I feel like, maybe a lot of you have been going through the aftermaths of April, and you're just distracted. You're being pulled mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, even, right? All over the place. And maybe a lot of you are like coming back into a period of we'll say calm. It's not calm, it's more like riding the wave, right? So Pisces, are you riding the wave? Are you are you going with the flow, you know? Because sometimes that's all we can do. No shade, no harm, no foul, right? Okay. All right, Pisces. So you got 7, the Little Mermaid. You got the Princess and the Pea, Sensitivity. I'm sorry, Sacrifice was the Little Mermaid. And then you got the Nixie of Mill Pond, Memory. I am not familiar with this story. We're gonna totally like just channel, and then I'll pull out the book and we'll kind of get like an idea. Actually, let me prep that. Okay. Okay, bet. All right. So, oh, I'm sorry, your shadow card was 12 Dancing Princesses. So, going off the story, we're gonna like synopsis it, right? Knowing what I know of the 12 Dancing Princesses, enchantment. That's a story of basically these 12 princesses were getting out. The father, the king, posed a challenge and said, if you can find out where my daughters are going and how they keep messing up their shoes, I'll allow you to choose whichever one you want to marry, right? And really and truly, the girls just wanted freedom. Copy. Okay. The girls just wanted freedom. They weren't allowed to do anything, and all they wanted to do was dance. The Little Mermaid, if you're unfamiliar with the story, you know, basically she sacrifices, depending on how you look at the story, I guess, in my opinion, my interpretation of the story, Ariel, the Little Mermaid, sacrifices, in my opinion, her freedom. This is going to be a deep video. She sacrifices her freedom for love, right? We're going to get into it. The Princess and the Pea is a story of being in disguise, not looking like everybody, but actually being the only real one. Sorry, this is a vibe. This is so cool. If I get emotional again, I'm totally sorry. Y'all just go with me. I normally don't cry, so this is a blessing. If I can cry in front of you guys, I can cry in front of anybody. If you're unfamiliar with the story of the Princess and the Pea, the princess, so the prince is looking for a princess. He calls up all these different princesses from neighboring kingdoms, and he puts them through different trials, right? To try to, to try to figure out which one is a genuine princess and most worthy. And it was actually the most unconventional one who ended up being the, who ends up being the princess. And she was the one that everybody was trying the hardest to deny and say that she was not a princess. All right, so the Nixie of Mill Pond. Crying and wringing her hands, she called her beloved by name, but to no avail. She hurried across to the other side of the mill pond and called him anew. She cursed the Nixie with harsh words, but no answer followed. The surface of water remained calm. Only the moon's half face stared back up at her. Okay, this tale warns us that let's try this again. Let's get our stuff together. This is a tale that warns us more than once of what we must be wary of. First, we must be wary of giving our promises without knowing whom we give our word and what it is we have given up. And secondly, when we try to avoid the keeping of our word, pain is the result. Perhaps a consequence of being out of integrity. This is a tale of a man who gives his word to a nixie and then, upon realizing he has promised her his newborn son, takes pains to keep his son from her. He warns his son never to go near water, never to feel, never to remember, never to truly love, metaphysically, but this prohibition from the magic of water and the feelings of memory, psyche, cannot be maintained. As it happens in all these tales, there is no avoiding the keeping of our word in one form or another. Even so, there is much hope within the tale. For the miller's son, although enchanted and blinded to his true love by his encounters with the magic of the nixie, finally is able to recognize his true self and his true love and with the help of good magic, the magic that increases and sustains love, music that recalls memories and allows the lovers within the tale to see each other once more. When you receive this card, you are being given a very clear message that you cannot avoid an emotional situation, nor can you have complete control over your feelings. It is necessary to face whatever emotional situation you are seeking to avoid, and by doing so, you will be freed from any curse or fear that you may have upon you. As always, you must persevere to create lasting emotional change in your life, and you will be tested. But when you face the emotions you have long been avoiding, there will, at the end of the sorrow they bring, be joy, love, and recognition of your true soul family. The meanings of this card: fearful emotions, avoidance of emotional connections and situation, memory loss, unable to connect with those we have once loved, recovery and recognition through effort, separation and loss, search for our true nature. Well, shit. I'm going to have to familiarize myself with that story because I am actually, that was my first time ever hearing that story. Okay. Yo, that was heavy. Okay. What am I getting? What does Pisces need to know? I feel like there's some back and forth going on with Pisces. In the story of the 12 dancing princesses, it was like, I know something's going on, but I don't know what, right? This is the king. The king is like, I know something's going on. I feel it, but I can't explain it, right? And I feel like Pisces, I don't take these cards in reverse, fairy tales, even though these are like, some of these, are Brother Grimm type stories, the Brothers Grimm, excuse me. I don't take these cards in reverse, but I feel like for this, when it comes to sacrifice, it's like, Pisces, you don't have to sacrifice yourself for love anymore. And so let's dig into this, right? When I was talking about, in my opinion, Ariel sacrifices herself for love. If you think about the water, right? Water touches everything. Water is ultimate freedom, right? I don't even know how, as a fish, like, I feel like I don't even have to explain it to you guys because you understand, right? And so instead of Ariel being selfish, she's saying, okay, I'm going to bring Eric to where I am. She says, no. I want to go where he is. I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone to embrace this new experience like a child. She knows that she doesn't know much, but she's willing to learn, it's a whole new environment. She's literally a fish out of water. And I feel like, Pisces, you're no longer in this position where, you are that fish out of water. I feel like this potion isn't really a potion. This potion is like they're saying intuition is what I'm hearing, but I feel like that potion is like your love. I feel like you're like, it's not me or love, it's both of us. And when I say love, I don't mean like romantic, right? I mean, it can totally be true for that as well. But when I'm speaking on it, I'm speaking more in the sense of by loving myself, I don't have to sacrifice myself for anybody. I hope this makes sense. By really self-love, by really coming into harmony with myself, I am now in a place where I understand I don't have to sacrifice myself for anybody. I can have both because it's my world. This is who I am. And even though it may look very unconventional to a lot of people because you don't walk the road more traveled, it don't lose faith in yourself, right? Different. I said in the video that I'm not posting, but I had said, that we all create our own worlds. Yes, we may have similar situations, that we can relate to, and we say, oh yeah, I've been through something similar. As as a collective, everybody at different points in their time will, I think, in my opinion, this is totally my opinion, go through, similar situations. But especially within the Pisces, fish don't swim alone. Very rarely will you see one fish. When you see fish, they're in a school. So I personally feel like when something is happening to the Piscean collective, right? We're not even just say Pisces. We're going to say, even though Scorpions, we're not going to get into that. Totally should be a fire sign. But all the water, the water counterparts, we are a collective on various levels. And I feel like a lot of you can relate to the not being very conventional. Wait, lost my whole train of thought, sorry. Little Mermaid. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. And so Spirit wants you to know, like, you are supposed to look different to people. Just because fish swim in a school, it does not mean that they all look identical. Their scales are different. Oh, what's that book with the freaking... I used to love this book as a kid. It had like this blue and purple fish, and some of the scales on the fish were iridescent. And like when you pick up the book, you could move it and you would see like it glimmer, right? That was one of my favorite books. And that's like the vibe that I'm getting, right, with this situation. It's like, yeah, just because you're doing things differently doesn't mean that you're wrong or that you should be cast out. In fact, you should be embraced, because this is how it's supposed to be for everybody. Everybody is supposed to walk a different a different path to lead them to their specific happiness. And I'm hearing they're giving me like little Nemo, and they're like, if Nemo would have never touched the butt, Merlin would have never been able to go out and see the world. And experience the things that he got to experience and meet Dory. So they're like, you're not supposed to be the same, right? Triggered. I'm triggered. So if you hear a lot of sighing, I apologize. I'm trying. I'm not trying. I am being as honest as I possibly can be. And to be honest with you, it hurts a little bit. But with the Nixie of Mill Pond, it's easier said than done, and I totally get it. Don't, how do I say this? Pisces, you have a big heart. You have a huge heart. Pisces, you were put here to love, right? Don't let these people who are no longer wanting to engage with you because you're no longer sacrificing bits and pieces of yourself, who choose to ostracize you or make you feel like you are not the royalty that you are. Don't let them get to you, Pisces, because you're meant to love, right? You're meant to be the magic, literally. Even though there's a method to the magic, you're meant to be this magic. You're a mystery, you know, that people want to figure out, and when they can't figure you out, they'll single you out. I couldn't have said it better. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, don't. This is gonna be a good reading. Because I want you to know, I'm hearing you're doing so fucking good, Pisces. So good. Spirit is like, okay, so if I ever talk to y'all about my spirit guides, right? My spirit guides are very funny. I am naturally a person who covers up sadness, frustration, and irritation with comedy until I can't, right? So a lot of times my spirit guides will be very funny, and they like make lighthearted jokes, and I forgot the joke that they made, so it defeats the point. But if you ever, you know, hear me laughing or I'm giggling, it's because my spirit guides like to talk shit, man. They like to talk a lot of shit, actually. But they're good people. I don't like shuffling the cards like that. Perfect. I'm so sorry. Thank all of you for being here. I apologize. I normally try to thank you guys at the beginning of the video, but I'm just so like in my head nowadays. Sometimes I just forget. So for that, I apologize. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for, you know, clicking my video, for liking, sharing, commenting. I love reading your comments. I try very hard to make sure I respond to everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I kind of want to take these, actually, you know what? I am going to take these back only because I feel like this is a repeat from a video that if they pop out again, they pop out again. But Pisces, a lot of people's tower moment right now is that even though they thought they took pieces of you, they're finding out that you are not phased. You're still the life of that party. It's just a party they're no longer invited to. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Okay. All right, can I get a card for the Little Mermaid, please? Can I get a clarifying card for the Little Mermaid? Okay, well, here's the thing. That I don't know how was flipped over. I just want you to see. And if you rewind, that card was not flipped over. That's crazy. So, Pisces. Okay. I'm going to try to keep this like totally as generic as possible. Low key. Y'all know I love doing a good love reading. But, two things. Actually, I got multiple things. For this card specifically, what I'm getting, for those of you Pisces who are more custom, no. I don't want to say that. We're speaking life. How do I want to say that? For my Pisces who have a history of losing themselves in love, what do I mean by losing themselves in love? Meaning like you start sacrificing bits and pieces of yourself because you think you're in love. With the 3 and the 7, that's a 10, which means this an end to this cycle. So Pisces, you are coming out of this cycle of the need to constantly change yourself to become like everybody else, because you realize that you are not like everybody else, even though people are trying to make you out to be that way. Now, taking, romantic love out of it, right? Friendships, any type of emotional contract, right? I'm not saying that. They're talking about sex, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're just gonna keep it an emotional contract, right? Put the pieces how you want it. How do I say that? You're ending this cycle of sacrificing something in order to get what you feel like you are emotionally entitled to. I don't get this. Okay, switch it. Got it. Thank you. Okay. They want you to put an end to this concept that you are not the star, right? Stop allowing other people's judgments of you to identify. No, that's not the word. To characterize you. So I'm listening to this book, right? It's called I Am. It follows along the Esther Hicks situation, but I'm gonna be honest, as much as I love Esther Hicks, when she reads, her voice gets very boring. It becomes very monotone. It's like Ferris Bueller. But it follows along the lines. And so this is reminding me of a part in the book where I Am says, before I come into the vessel, the baby, right? And before I can start acting upon my consciousness, the not only the world, I'm trying to make sure I say this right, but they're like, I already have, we'll call them manifestations imposed upon me, right? And they talk about, the expectations, we'll call it expectations. And they basically say, before I enter the vessel, I have all these expectations that are already imposed on me. For example, when the mother is pregnant and she's rubbing her belly and she's like, you're going to be sweet, you're going to be kind, you're going to be this, you're going to be just like your father. It's like those words, because your words have power, those words they've now become expectations for my vessel, right? And then it's like the parents already have an idea of how they want the child to be, and then the grandparents, and then society, right? And then when you tell people, they have their expectations. And so it's like, by the time I enter this vessel, I already have to work through so much that has already been predefined by other people, while trying to come into who it is I want to be and what it is I've chosen to come here to do in this particular vessel. I hope that makes sense. Okay. And so what I'm getting from that is, stop letting other people's ideas, thoughts, and aspirations for you define you. Because Pisces, you're not meant to go with the crowd, right? You're the star. I know it's in reverse because this is how you see yourself. No shade, because I'm the same way, right? I have imposter syndrome all the time, if I'm being completely honest. And it's a constant battle to talk myself out of it, but every day is a new day for me to try a little bit harder. And so they want you to get out of this mindset of you're not the star, because you are. And if I could express to you the way that it's being shown to me and the feelings that come with it, it's like, Pisces, when I look at you, I'm like, damn, I'm trying to be like that when I grow up. Like, yes, that is the embodiment of everything that the world should be. I want to be like that. And Pisces, even though you don't see it, you're so loved, right? Even your haters love you. They hate you because they love you, because they feel like they can't be like you. Again, when they can't understand you, they shut you out, right? And it's because of fear. It's like, well, I don't know how to imitate this person, or I don't know how to be this person. And so because I can't see myself being like them, I'm going to try to get them to go with the flow. And if they won't, then we'll ostracize them. Pisces, don't let them do that. Like, live in your bubble, Pisces. Touch the butt. Sorry, that's what my spirit guides just said. They were like, touch the butt. Can I get a card for it? Thank you. I don't understand this one. Okay. And they said one more. So I'm hearing with the bottle, I'll show you the card in just a second. I'm hearing start anew. Okay. This is crazy. I couldn't make this shit up if I wanted to. Okay. So remember, the story of Millie Pond is, remembering what was this bullshit, right? And being afraid to allow people in because of this bullshit, right? And they were like, what I heard was, when I was like, I don't understand this, they're like, start anew, Pisces. Start anew. Like, and they're like, you see this right here? They're like, this is your connection. Let the divine, right? Let us help you. Let us in, right? And I'm seeing, it's weird because these aren't holographic, but I'm actually seeing this like radiate, this light. And it's like the more that you lean into this fear of letting people in, like, miracles happen. Like, look at this. You got a bouquet of fucking roses growing. What is that? Citrine, if I'm not mistaken, is the I need to double check it, but I do believe citrine is the crystal for abundance, right? And they're like, just lean into us. Let us feed you. Start over with us, right? And they're like, whether you like it or not, you are the influencer, Pisces. This is what you're made to do. You are made to stand out, not so other people can follow, but not follow as in mimicking you, but follow as in take the leap to be themselves, right? Damn. That's good. Hold on, sorry. Oh, wow. Okay, so I was looking at this card, and I gotta be careful because there's boobies on it. So we'll do that. Okay, so if you look in the back, like, there's so many layers of skin, like, and then as this person is like influencing, they're actually unzipping themselves out of another layer of skin, right? So what that tells me is Pisces, you have this ability to, how do I want to say this? You have this ability to almost, they're like chameleon, reptile. I'm getting all these words. Yes, it is shedding of skin, but it's different. Like, your adaptability is something that a lot of people, not idealize, better word, envy. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Your ability to like be thrown into any situation and then I'm hearing come out sunshine and rainbows is like what people love the most about you. And I'm hearing One Direction, nobody can drag me down. And it's like, these people, this is why they hate you, but they love this about you. And this is really like fucked up, but it's like almost like the fact that you keep getting up and going is what motivates them to want to continue to do more to you, because they enjoy seeing you rise when most people would have fallen. No freaking idea what that means. No idea what that means. That's okay. That's cool. That's intense. All right. They're saying one more deck. And then they want me to close out. Which deck do I want to use? What is this? Ooh. Let's use old school. Let's do some Doreen Virtue. I haven't used these cards in forever. I think these were like the first set of cards that I bought. Okay. Alright. Closing messages for Pisces. It's so funny with me talking to you guys about like how you guys don't see yourselves as the star you were. I literally just I told my roommate, I was like, I'm gonna use the placement mat so nobody sees my face. She's like, you're gonna have to get out of that shit. And it's so funny because I'm literally talking to you guys about, you know, shine your light, be you, be the star that you're meant to be. And here it is, I'm doing the complete opposite. So maybe I will, oh, that's not what I wanted. Maybe next video, I'll take my own advice and show my face, even if it's for a second. Well, I did post a picture. Alright. I bent my cards. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. Can I get a card for the Little Mermaids? Alright. Alright. Can I get one for Princess and the Pea, Death, and the Star in Reverse? Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And bottom of the deck. Alright. Bottom of the deck, we got Maya. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. For the lovers, oh my bad, I guess I could show you that card, huh? Alright, for the Little Mermaid and the lovers, you guys got Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So Pisces, as I said, you guys have ended this cycle of sacrificing yourself, literally, for love. Love of families, love of friendships, love of others. And instead, you are now holding on to that love for yourself. And being very discerning about who you choose to share it with. For the Princess and the Pea, Death, and the Star in Reverse, Teresa says, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. I don't really feel the need to clarify that one. That kind of speaks for itself, but turn it inwards. I'm literally being given, keep in mind I'm a Pisces, so when I read for you guys, I'm also reading for myself. And this is kind of like one of those, I told you my guides are funny. They're like, haha, you just told them about, you know, you not taking your own advice. And then they tell me, yeah, Yeah. Do it yourself. Told you they're funny. The Nixie of Mill Pond, the bottle, and the influencer is clarified by Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Right? Yeah. I told you in this card, you literally have roses growing citrine. If that's when you allow the divine in, that's how miracles happen. And so I think the Mystique kind of does a very good clarification of that by explaining that keep doing you. If you haven't stepped into this energy, I invite you to start watering the seeds that I've planted within you. Yeah. Regardless, miracles are going to happen, Pisces, because you guys deserve it. It's been a wild ride. A wild ride. Alright. Let's close out with some affirmations. We'll have it. Alright. I said one time for this one. Okay. Oh, let's see what affirmations we got. Oh, this one did fall there. Okay. So your first affirmation is I'm worthy of unconditional love. Which we talked about in The Little Mermaid, which is why you guys are no longer sacrificing any parts of yourself for anybody. You're courageous, I am courageous and face my fears. Again, with the Millie Pond, she was the story of Millie Pond, or Nixie Pond. Is it Millie Pond? Nixie Pond? Nixie of Mill Pond. Okay, sorry. Again, with the story of the Nixie of Mill Pond, you know, she was afraid to put herself out there because she did once and she was hurt. But Pisces, they're telling you, don't be afraid. Literally, I'm hearing, I got you. I'm creative and innovative. Pisces, you are the star. You're also the influence. People, Pisces, you could go shit in a porta potty and people would think that was cool and they'd start shitting in a porta potty because you did it. Like, you have to give yourself more credit than what you're giving to yourself. Remember to trust in the decisions that you make, right? Because you literally can't choose wrong, because you are in control of your own happiness. You are the creator of your happiness. Be proud of all that you've accomplished. And remember to always be kind to yourself, okay? Because, again, the world is very interesting right now, and be the joy in the darkness for other people, right? Because you know better. And it's okay to be alone, even though, yes, it sucks. It fucking sucks. Enjoy your own company, Pisces, because who else is going to love you better than you? And always remember to love yourself for who you are. I love you, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again on our next video. Bye!